Picture this, it's 7 p.m. The day is winding down and the house is settling into a calm evening rhythm. The soft glow of the setting sun filters through the windows, casting a warm golden hue across the room. You take a deep breath, ready to relax after a long day. The sun is set, casting long shadows across your living room. The peaceful ambiance is almost tangible, a perfect backdrop for winding down. You might be thinking about dinner, or perhaps a quiet moment with a book or a favorite TV show. But then, your beautiful baby, just a few weeks old, begins to cry. At first it's a soft whimper, a sound you're familiar with. You think, maybe they're hungry or need a diaper change. But as the minutes tick by, the crying intensifies. This isn't just any cry, it's a piercing, inconsolable wail that seems to go on forever. It's the kind of cry that tugs at your heartstrings and sends a wave of anxiety through your body. You rush to your baby's side, hoping to soothe them quickly. You try everything, feeding, changing, rocking, but nothing seems to work. You sing lullabies, offer a pacifier, and even take them for a gentle walk around the house. Yet, the crying persists, growing louder and more desperate. Your heart aches for your little one and frustration mounts with each passing minute. You start to feel helpless, questioning your abilities as a parent. Why can't I comfort my own baby, you wonder, as the minutes stretch into what feels like hours. This, my friend, is the all too familiar sound of colic. It's a term that many parents dread, yet it's a reality for so many. Colic is characterized by prolonged periods of intense crying in an otherwise healthy baby, usually occurring in the late afternoon or evening. You're not alone in this. Colic affects roughly 20% of all infants, making it a common challenge for new parents. It's a phase that tests your patience and resilience, but it's important to remember that it won't last forever. Leaving countless parents feeling helpless and exhausted, colic can be a daunting experience. The constant crying can make you feel isolated, as if you're the only one going through this. But take comfort in knowing that many others have walked this path before you. The constant crying can be emotionally draining, testing even the most patient caregiver. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to ask for help. Reach out to family, friends, or support groups. Sometimes just talking about your experience can provide a sense of relief. But understanding colic is the first step toward finding solutions and restoring peace to your household. Consult your pediatrician for advice and possible remedies. There are various strategies and treatments that can help manage colic, from dietary changes to soothing techniques. Remember, this too shall pass and brighter days are ahead. So, what exactly is colic? It's a term that many parents dread hearing, but understanding it can make a world of difference. It's defined as frequent, prolonged, and intense crying or fussiness in a healthy, well-fed infant. This crying can seem to come out of nowhere and can be incredibly distressing for both the baby and the parents. These episodes typically start in the late afternoon or evening and can last for several hours. The timing can be particularly challenging, as it often coincides with the end of the day when parents are already exhausted. While the exact cause of colic remains a mystery, we know it's not a sign of a serious medical condition. Pediatricians often reassure parents that colic is not due to poor parenting or anything they have done wrong. Colic typically appears within the first few weeks of life, peaks around 6 weeks, and gradually improves by 3 to 4 months of age. This timeline can feel like an eternity, but it's important to remember that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's essential to remember that colic is a temporary phase. During this time, finding ways to soothe your baby and seeking support from family and friends can be incredibly helpful. While it may feel like an eternity when you're in the thick of it, this too shall pass. Many parents find that once colic subsides, their baby becomes much more content and easier to soothe, so hang in there and know that better days are ahead. Many myths surround colic, often adding to the confusion and anxiety parents already face. Colic is a term used to describe excessive, often inconsolable crying in an otherwise healthy baby. It typically starts when a baby is a few weeks old and can last until they are about 3 to 4 months old. The crying episodes usually occur in the late afternoon or evening and can last for several hours. This can be incredibly stressful for parents who are desperate to soothe their baby but find that nothing seems to work. One common misconception is that colic is caused by gas. While it's true that some babies with colic may have gas, it's not the root cause of the condition. Gas can be a result of swallowing air during prolonged crying, but it is not the primary reason for the crying itself. Parents often try various remedies to relieve gas, such as burping the baby more frequently or using gas drops, but these methods rarely provide significant relief from colic symptoms. While some babies with colic may experience gas, it's not the root cause. Pediatricians often reassure parents that colic is a common phase that many babies go through, and that it will eventually pass. They may suggest keeping a diary of the baby's crying patterns, feeding times, and any other symptoms to help identify any potential triggers or patterns. However, it's important to remember that colic is not a sign of poor parenting or a reflection of the baby's health. Similarly, some believe colic is a sign of a digestive problem or milk allergy. While digestive issues or allergies can cause discomfort and fussiness in babies, they are not the primary culprits in most cases of colic. If a baby has a true milk allergy, they will usually have other symptoms such as vomiting, diarrhea, or a rash. In such cases, a pediatrician may recommend dietary changes for the breastfeeding mother or a special formula for the baby. While these can contribute to fussiness, they are not the primary culprits in most cases. Parents often try various soothing techniques, such as rocking the baby, using white noise, or taking the baby for a car ride. While these methods may provide temporary relief, they do not address the underlying cause of colic. It's important for parents to understand that colic is a developmental phase and that their baby will eventually outgrow it. Instead, researchers believe colic may be related to an immature nervous system still adjusting to life outside the womb. Newborns are exposed to a vast array of new stimuli, and their developing nervous systems can become easily overwhelmed. This overstimulation can lead to excessive crying as the baby tries to cope with their new environment. Providing a calm and soothing environment can help reduce the baby's stress and may lessen the severity of colic episodes. This can make babies more sensitive to stimulation and prone to overstimulation, leading to excessive crying. Parents can try to minimize overstimulation by keeping the baby's environment quiet and dimly lit, avoiding loud noises and bright lights. Swaddling the baby can also provide a sense of security and help them feel more comfortable. It's important for parents to remain patient and calm, as their stress can be sensed by the baby and may exacerbate the crying. Other factors, such as maternal smoking during or after pregnancy, have also been linked to an increased risk of colic. Studies have shown that babies exposed to cigarette smoke, either in utero or after birth, are more likely to develop colic. This is another reason for expectant and new mothers to avoid smoking and to keep their babies away from secondhand smoke. By understanding the true causes of colic and debunking common misconceptions, parents can better cope with this challenging phase and provide the best care for their baby. One of the most effective ways to soothe a colicky baby is by creating a calm and comforting environment. Think back to your baby's time in the womb, a world of gentle motion, muffled sounds, and warmth. Replicating these sensations can work wonders in calming your fussy little one. Dim the lights, reduce noise, and maintain a comfortable temperature in your baby's room. Avoid overstimulation by limiting visitors and keeping interactions calm and soothing. These simple changes can make a world of difference in reducing your baby's stress levels and promoting relaxation. Swaddling, an age-old technique of wrapping your baby snugly in a blanket, can provide a sense of security and mimic the feeling of being held. The gentle pressure on your baby's body can also help soothe their still developing nervous system. Combine swaddling with gentle rocking or swaying motions. The rhythmic movement, reminiscent of their time in the womb, can be incredibly calming for a fussy baby. You can also try holding your baby in different positions, such as over your shoulder or on their tummy, to find what brings them the most comfort. While not always the sole solution, dietary changes can play a role in managing colic, particularly for breastfed babies. If you're breastfeeding, pay close attention to your diet and eliminate potential allergens that might be irritating your baby's digestive system. Common culprits include dairy, soy, wheat, eggs, and nuts. Keep a food diary to track your intake and note any changes in your baby's behavior. It's also essential to ensure your baby is latching correctly and not swallowing excess air during feeding, which can contribute to gas and discomfort. Emerging research suggests that probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that live in our gut, may hold promise in alleviating colic. Studies have shown that infants with colic often have an imbalance in their gut microbiota, with lower levels of beneficial bacteria. Probiotics work by restoring the balance of good and bad bacteria in the gut, which can help reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and potentially lessen colic symptoms. Talk to your pediatrician about whether probiotic supplements are appropriate for your baby. Navigating the world of colic can feel isolating and overwhelming. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Millions of parents have faced the same challenges and emerged from the fog of colic stronger and more connected to their babies. Trust your instincts, seek support from your partner, family, or friends, and don't hesitate to reach out to your pediatrician for guidance. With patience, persistence, and a little bit of luck, you'll soon find the strategies that work best for you and your little one. And remember, this too shall pass. Your baby's smiles and coos will soon replace those colicky cries, filling your days with joy and wonder.